Good morning you guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla aka The Girl Who Knots and welcome to another market vlog. I got myself a cheeky little early Christmas present, so if it's looking a little odd, that's why. I'm still playing around with it, so I'm sorry if it's a little weird, but hopefully it will get better as time goes. So please bear with me. But as I said, we actually have a new market that I've never done before this Sunday, and that is Hague Park Village Market, which goes from 8 AM till 2 PM, and it is outside. Very outside, like I need a gazebo outside, which if this is your first time here, I have never done a market where I need a gazebo, so I am very nervous about that. I just spent a small fortune getting a gazebo, getting weights for the gazebo, and yeah, I also got some walls for the gazebo because it has been so windy here and I am so nervous about it. It is also forecasted to rain on Sunday, so that's really fun. That being said though, I'm so excited for this market. I'm just excited to see what the vibe will be like. I have visited these markets when we first moved to Canberra 2 years ago and they were very cute, so I'm excited to see what it's like to actually be a vendor there. Today is currently Friday. It is about 10 AM I believe, and before we get into what I am making for this market, I actually haven't filmed for like a week, over a week now, and I have slowly been crocheting, and I did film another video which I will explain, but we have a lot of plushies that I have made that I need to talk to you about first. Some of these plushies I actually made as part of a yarn review video, which should have been out the week before this comes out. And those plushies include this little diglet. If you're wondering about any of the patterns I talk about in today's video, I will leave a Google Doc linked in the description down below so you can check it out. But yes, we have this super cute diglet, which is actually a free pattern over on Instagram. We have this super cute sleeping Pikachu, which I love. I did make a sleeping Pokemon. What Pokemon? Oh, Leafeon. I did make a sleeping Leafeon, which was by the same creator, and I loved it so much that I wanted to try out another one. I just lost a plushie somewhere. Who was it? I decided to make a Pikachu version. These work up relatively quickly for the size of them, and yeah, so cute. I made another Larvitar. I did make a Larvitar for my Gamma market, I believe it was, and I loved it so much I wanted to make another one. I very randomly decided to make another Junimo. This guy is bigger than my other Junimos, so I think he will be priced a little bit higher, but I saw this green and thought it was absolutely perfect for Junimo. We have one Squirtle, which again I did make for I think OzCon. I made a bunch of these guys and they sold out so fast, so I made another one. And then we have possibly one of my all-time favorite makes, and that is the Hollow Knight. I actually pattern tested this guy and I am so obsessed with him. He is so cute. I ended up posting about this guy on Instagram and I actually had someone comment saying that they would buy it. So this guy's already bought and we didn't even make it to the market. I believe I sold him for $120 and the person will be picking him up from this market on Sunday. So that's super exciting, as much as I really wanted to keep him. It was also my first time working with felt eyes, like cutting out felt and sticking them on, which I think I did a pretty okay job. Definitely a lot to learn on that front, but I love him so much. I wanted to use safety eyes, but I could not find oval safety eyes that were that big. Really wish I could, because that would have made my life so much easier. That is all the plushies I made for the yarn review video, so everything else is just things that I decided to restock or just new things I wanted to make. I'll go through the things that I restocked and then we can talk about the new plushies I made. So the first thing I restocked were 3 of these Drift the Octopus. I had 2 left over, so that brings our total to 5, and I accidentally made a green one. thinking that I sold the green one, but apparently I didn't. So we now have 2 green drifts. I restocked 2 sitting bees, and I think this brings our total to 4. I restocked 1 lonely mini octo, and this brings our total to 3. I also added the little mouths to all of them. Thought it might just make it look a bit cuter, I don't know. We will see. I ended up selling out of capybaras at my last market, so I made 2 more of those guys. I love making these guys. They are pretty quick and they come out really sizable with blanket yarn. I don't know if this counts as new or a restock, but I have had them at one of my recent markets, but I didn't have it for my last one. But I ended up making 3 cockatoos. I have 3 pigeons still, and I really wanted to have the cockatoos because they sell really, really well for me. So I made 3 of them. Getting into the new things that I have made, I want to show you possibly one of my favorite things ever. And that is these fuzzy little frogs. How cute are they? The green for these frogs is actually Feels Like Bliss by Lion Brand, and it was the first time I have ever used it before, and I absolutely loved it. I've heard from a couple people that it is super slippery to work with, so I kind of didn't want to try it out for a while, but I just love the look of plushies when they're made in the yarn. So I ended up biting the bullet and trying it out, and I actually really, really enjoyed working with it. I usually steer away from fuzzy yarn because I cannot stand not being able to see my stitches. But for some reason, this yarn in particular, once I've worked with it for a little bit, I can actually see the stitches. I don't feel like it is as fluffy compared to fuzzy. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like the fuzz is thinner, so you can actually see the stitches easier than I could personally in other fluffy yarn, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I didn't have any white in the yarn when I first made these guys, so this white fuzzy yarn is Little Bunny by Premier Parfait. I always call it Premier Parfait by Premier Yarns, just Premier. And then this one I wanted to make with just normal chenille yarn and fuzzy yarn. So yeah, made 2 of these guys. I love, love, love them. Because this market is on the 26th of October, which is very, very close to my favorite holiday ever, which is Halloween. I did want to bring a couple of Halloween-y type plushies to the market. So the first Halloween-esque type plushie I will be bringing are these cute, cute, cute little ghosts. One with a little witch's hat and one with a pumpkin hat. This pattern is by my good friend Crochet by Sammy, and I don't know what it is with me. It's a me thing, but I don't know why my like little rims of hats, and what did I make the other day? The Squirtle. The shell, like you can see where it changes, it doesn't like hang over. I don't know if it's just my tension, I do them too tight, but anyway, I love that orange yarn. It is Banat Blanket Mystical that I always call whimsical, and I'm really trying to teach myself out of that. I made these 2 guys. I would make more, but I get very nervous doing holiday themed plushies in case they don't all sell, and then I kind of have random like Halloween or Christmas plushies in the middle of July, you know? So I'm trying to avoid that, and I just wanted to make 1 of each. I bought this yarn a few weeks ago and knew I wanted to make this plushie with it, and that is this little spider. How sick is he? I love this yarn for him so much. This is actually a free pattern over on Instagram that I have had saved for the longest time. I got this yarn from Spotlight a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh my goodness, a spider would look so cool in that. And I am so glad that I made him because I just love the reds, blacks and grays and whites in this yarn. I think it's just so Halloween-y. I love it. Next is a bigger plushie, and that is this snake. How fun is it? You're meant to use 25mm eyes with this guy, but I ended up using 30s because These were eyes that I kept. Some of my eyes that I paint for my website, if they don't end up perfect or the way that I want them to, I actually keep them and then I use them for plushies later down the track. And I think literally for these eyes, just one bit of the foil bent funny and it just made this like tiny little line. Like I was being very picky this day that I set these aside, but I thought the colors would go really, really well for the snake. So I wanted to use them and I think they look fine. I don't think they look weird or like bug-eyed, I guess. And I just love his little coiled tail. You can wrap him around your hands and he can just sort of hang out like that. How fun is that? I will definitely be wrapping him around my gazebo. I'm so excited to have him sort of hanging from the rafters, especially now that we're getting into warmer weather in Australia. So a lot of snakes have started to come out. So I think it's just perfect timing. I have made bats for markets before, but this is a new bat pattern that I hadn't made before, and that is this little guy. I wanted to try this guy out because he is a no-sew pattern and he is quick to make up. So I ended up making 3 of these guys. These next plushies I made over the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before, and I am so obsessed with this pattern. If you've been here before, you know I've made Totoros for my gaming convention markets, but I don't know, I saw this pattern and I really wanted to try it out, and that is this chubby Totoro pattern. How chunky is he? This guy again is no sew, which made me really, really want to try him out, and I absolutely love this pattern. It again is a free pattern over on Instagram and I am so happy with him. I ended up making 3 of him, and I feel like with the way it's designed, he will sit a lot better on my racks as well on my table, which makes me very excited, especially if it's going to be windy on Sunday. I just love the way these guys work up and they turned out, and I will definitely be making more in future. We are finally at the last plushie that I have to show you, and that is these 2 little flocker keychains that I made last night. These are clearly the last things that I made. I haven't even finished them up. That is the first thing on the to-do list today. I actually sold out of little chicken flockers, so I needed to restock them, and I have just made these 2 little guys. First on the agenda is to stuff these guys and close them all up and add a keychain to them. But that is all the plushies that I needed to update you guys on. So we are back on the same page now. I did go through my inventory the other day and I believe I have 129 plushies to bring with me on Sunday, which is insane. I am so happy with that amount that I'm not really stressed about making too much more. The only thing I really want to make is these little cows. I have had this pattern for the longest time and I've never made them. So I do want to make 3 of them. And then I'm thinking like little strawberry keychains. I have a free pattern that's over on Instagram for little strawberries and I just want to spice up my keychains a little bit. So I may make those as well. My plan for today and tomorrow is to make those plushies that I just mentioned. And then I'm thinking I will do a markup mock-up just because I really don't know what my setup is going to be for this market. I really need to figure out how many tables I need to bring and how many racks and things like that. I'm also thinking of changing how I normally display my items. I usually use racks to display a lot of my items, but with the wind, I am very, very nervous, especially if it rains. I do not want to lose a single plushie to the ground because we are all set up on grass. I'm thinking of using more of my baskets for displaying things just because then they can't go anywhere. My thinking is if I were to display this basket this way on my table, then I'm thinking I could sort of line these guys up this way. Like my littler things, probably not Totoro, he'd probably be fine. But my littler items that are very prone to rolling away on me, if I display them like this and then have, you know, the restocks sort of behind them, like I'd have the 3 Totoros here, the 3 cockatoos, 3 bats, 3 bees type of thing. and then just had the signs in front of each of them. I'm wondering if that would be a really good idea, because I would rather my display be slightly less visible. It wouldn't be visible, but I guess just less clear than it normally would be. You know, usually I'd have all the height and things like that of my racks. I would rather it be a little bit less visible than risk having them fly away, and, you know, especially something like a cockatoo is going to end up on the ground and come back absolutely filthy. I feel like putting all my little things in baskets is the better way to go. I do have plenty of baskets and little display things to sort of play around with. With that being said, I think it will be a very good idea to do a mock-up so that I can sort of just take what I need, because I have the gazebo, between the gazebo and possibly 3 tables in my little car. I do not want to take things that I am not going to need. So a market mock-up is definitely on the cards, and then I just need to make a couple of new pricing signs for my new items. I need to price my bigger items with my little price tags. And then I think I just need to update my square to have all of the right plushies on there. So I don't know where I'm going to start. I am low-key running on 2 hours of sleep today, so I might start crocheting and see how we go. For now, I might get started on the cows and I might leave the market mock-up for tomorrow, but I don't know. I just want to make cows right now. It is a bit later the same day. It is now 6 p.m. and I got a couple of things done. I finished these 2 little chicken flocker keychains. So they are all done. They're the only chickens I have. I believe I have one more other flocker and it's a flamingo, I think. So that brings our total to 3 flocker keychains. And then I made these 2 strawberry keychains. This is just a free pattern over on Instagram. Free pattern over on Instagram, very quick, very easy. So I'm super excited to see how they do. I haven't really had too much strawberry stuff at my stall, so I'm excited to have something new come along. You may be wondering, what is this? This huge bag, hold on, let me move. This huge bag is stuffing. It is 5 kilos of stuffing, and this is how it arrives. It's literally like half the height of me if it were on the ground, you know, and I'm 5'3", 5'4", so it's very big because I am so tall. And Forrest, my puppy, if you don't know who that is, my puppy loves trying to find the stuffing. So having this, he just sort of keeps booping it, but it makes it very difficult to try and keep away from him when I am working on things, but I don't know what else to do with it. I don't know whether to put it in a separate bin, or I'm thinking just keep it as is. I don't know, but it's a little bit of an eyesore, if I can say so myself. For the rest of the evening, I know I said I was going to work on cows, but also, you may be thinking, oh my gosh, Kayla, it does not take 8 hours to make 4 keychains. Well, 2.5, 2 and 2 halves, because I already had the flockers pretty well done. That was because I finished the strawberries and then I started playing a new game that I got the other day, which is Ghost of Yote. And honestly, all I want to do tonight is get some pizza and just kick my feet up on the lounge and play some more Yote. So that's what I'm going to do. As I said, I am super happy with where my inventory is at. If I get around to making the cows, then I will. If not, I'll just do them for the next market, which is literally next weekend. I mentioned over on my Instagram, but I have been having a couple of small health issues that I am trying to prioritize at the moment over crocheting as much as I can and making my hands swell up again. I'm going to take this time to chill out. I'm going to play my game. My partner's going to play his game. Forrest is going to cause chaos, I'm sure, as usual. And then tomorrow we can do a mock-it markup. What? And then I'll see you tomorrow for a market mock-up that we need to do. And then, yeah, if I have time to crochet some cows, I will. Good morning and happy Saturday. First things first is that I clearly want to get my market mock-up done. I actually looked up how windy it is meant to be tomorrow because I didn't know how windy 26-kilometer winds were, but apparently they're not too bad. They're like pretty normal, so it shouldn't be as windy as I have in my head, but it still does say that it's going to rain from like 10 a.m. through the rest of the day. So that's not fun, but I would honestly rather rain than wind. But I will still be setting up in case it does end up windier. I don't know, I'm just very nervous. So I have 2 racks here, and then I will try and get the rest into baskets. I'm just gonna have a play around with everything. The main thing is that I make sure that I have enough racks and baskets for the table. I just have my 6-foot table up at the moment. I don't know if I will take a 4-foot as well. I just want to see what I can fit on this table, and then yeah, we will go from there. In these baskets are pretty well one of everything because I almost forgot that we would have to go through market inventory and I would show you guys. So thankfully I remembered to do that, and that's why there's one of everything in here to make it easier for myself. I think I could use a 3rd rack, so we are going to pop that one up here. I think this is as good as I'm getting it today. I will definitely need a 4-foot table as well, but I don't want to set it up. I honestly just can't be bothered. I have too many other things that I need to get done today. I'll give you guys a close-up, but I will need to take 4 racks. I think just with the varying prices, it's just going to be easier. Worst comes to worst, I'll probably bring extra baskets, and then if it does end up really windy, I can just change the formation that way. But I think it's just going to look so much better with the racks. So let me give you a closer look at everything. We have all of the loaf kitties all together, the Junimos, capybaras, the octos, bees, fluffy frogs, and Nigel frogs, ghosts, bunnies, bats, and then the pigeons and cockatoos. This one's a bit stuffy because these 2, the Tassie and the dragon, are $25, and then the cassowary and axolotl are $20. So I don't know, I need to figure that out. But then we have rats and leggy frogs, and then the Totoros. These are just keychains that I will organize later. And then we have drifts, the scrunchies I'm thinking of just putting on the table. Stitch markers will be on the table. The chickens will be in their usual nest. And then I have this basket, which will all be $15 items. So I'm hoping it'll be clear enough. I think I'll do what I mentioned before and have, you know, Kirby signage, dog signage, and then frog signage just to make it a little bit more clear. But they fill up the basket really well. That's how everything is looking. As I said, I will then attach a 4-foot table because none of this stuff is my bigger items or like my bigger one-off items. So I will still need to find a place for them. But honestly, I think I can just do that on the day. I have a very early setup time, so I think I'll have enough time, and plus my partner will come along to give me a hand. Right now, what I'm going to do is pack this all down. I'm going to take a photo first so I know how many racks I had, how many baskets, and then what was going where, to try and reduce a little bit of stress for tomorrow. And then we need to get into the inventory and pricing of everything. It is now time to go through all of the inventory that I will be bringing with me to tomorrow's market. Before getting into it, please note that I am still Australian, so everything is in AUD, but I will convert to US for you guys. And without further ado, let's jump right into everything. First up, we have our whale keychains. We have 5 of these guys and they will be $12 each. 1 pickle keychain for $15. 1 boba tea for $15. We have 5 frogs on keychains for $12 each. A bear and a frog keychain for $15 each. 2 strawberry keychains for $12 each. 2 bees on keychains also for $12 each. 3 flockers on keychains for $12 each. We have 2 chickens and 1 flamingo. 3 scrunchies, we have 2 green and 1 grey, and they will be $6 each. 9 Kirby's for $15 each. 6 sitting frogs for $15 each. We have 16 chickens altogether for $18 each, and we have pink, blue, brown, white, and black. We have 1 lonely axolotl for $20. I would make more of these guys, but I think if I were to make them again, I would make them in blanket yarn just to make them a bit bigger. So I'm kind of wanting to sell this one so that I can do that instead, but we will see how things go. 1 dragon for $25. We have 6 pocket pups for $15 each. We have a golden, a dark brown, and a white. We have 4 bees for $22 each. 5 rats for $30 each. 3 mini octos for $20 each. We have a blue, a rainbow, and a brown color. 3 bunnies for $15 each. We have a light blue, a brown, and a purple. 1 Tassie Devil for $25. We have 4 Junimos for $25 each. We have blue, green, and purple. I think we have 2 blues or 2 purples, one of the 2. We have 9 loaf kitties for $25 each. This one in particular is quite a bit bigger than the others, but it's just easier to price them all the same. So we have this sort of sandy color, an orange one, 2 white and brown patchwork kitties, 2 pinks, and a rainbow kitty. We also have duplicates of the rainbow and the orange kitties, I believe. We have 2 leggy froggies for $25 each. We have 5 Drift the Octopus for $30 each. We have 2 in this green color and a pink one, and 2 blue ones. 2 Nigel the Frogs for $25 each. We have 2 pups and a fox, all for $50 each. 1 market bag for $48. 3 of these Totoros for $30 each, and a giant Totoro for $45. 3 pigeons and 3 cockatoos, all for $20 each. 1 cassowary for $20. My 3 forest guardians, and they are $95 each. 1 squirrel for $80. A red panda and a pink panda for $60 each. 1 bilby for $55. 1 little chick with a froggy hat for $15. I am thinking of putting a keychain on this guy. I think it'll just make everything a lot easier. 2 capybaras for $35 each. 1 spider for $25. 1 sleeping Pikachu for $60. A bigger Junimo for $30. 1 Larvitar for $50. We have Diglett, who will also be $50. 1 Squirtle for $30. We have our snake, and he is going to be $55. We have 2 little fuzzy frogs, and they are going to be $30 each. 2 Halloween ghosts, and they are going to be $25 each. 3 bats for $20 each. 1 strawberry pillow for $50. 1 jumbo strawberry turtle for $180. In this bag, we have 37 different types of stitch markers, and they are going to be $3 each. I will film them tomorrow when I've got the table all set up so you can see all the different ones. Otherwise, if I went through them right now, we would be here for a lifetime. And then last but not least, we of course have my Hollow Knight, but he is already sold, but I still wanted to mention him, and he is $120. Having him already sold actually covers the cost for this market and next week's market, so I'm keeping that in mind, that I'm already in the green, which is super, super nice. makes it way less stressful. And I'm so excited for them to pick him up tomorrow. In total, that brings us to around about 135 plushies, give or take a couple without the stitch markers included, which brings the total value of my stock to around $3,400 for the plushies alone. That's also not including Hollow Knight because, you know, he's sold. I didn't want to put him in my inventory. I'm super stoked with that. That is such a good number. I honestly, that takes a weight off my shoulders knowing that I have that much stock for tomorrow. Super happy with those numbers. I'm not stressed at all. So if I do get around to making some cows, I will. I am also contemplating making a couple of dragons instead of the cows, just because I only have the one dragon, and those dragons are something that I am happy to keep making and keep having stocked at my markets. Especially with my geek market at the end of November, I will definitely be making more. So I'm not sure. I will see how I feel at the end of the day. I do have plenty of stock for tomorrow, so I don't need to be stressed about it. If I do end up adding anything, I will tell you guys before the market. But for now, I'm going to go print off some new price tags, price all of my bigger items, like put them on tags and put them on the plushies themselves. I also need to wash my tablecloths. I need to get that done right now. So I shall see you guys in the morning for market day. Happy market morning. It is currently too early o'clock. I just got ready and I'm about to start packing the car and all that so we can leave at 6 to go set up for the market. But I did end up making this little Highland cow. Is he not the sweetest little thing you've ever seen? I love him so much. I just felt like crocheting last night, so I made him at like 9 p.m. And I will definitely make him for my next market, which is next week, but he's so cute. I'm gonna add this guy to my inventory and he's going to be $25. Let's go pack the car and then I will see you guys at the market. We are all set up, ready to go. It is now like 20 to 9, so it's been open for a little bit, and I did sell 2 keychains. I sold one bee keychain and one chick keychain. So going well. It is starting to rain, so I'm a bit nervous about that, but fingers crossed it goes well. Good morning, how are you? How are you? I love your eyebrows.
Yes, they're quite stunning, aren't they?
Wish mine were that.
I love me too. It's just natural.
She crochets and likes birds.
Oh really? The cockatoos are definitely a favourite. My little shape. Yeah, it's the increases in it that make it spiral like that.
I'll get the octopus.
Yeah. For sure. Would you like a little bag for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna rain.
Is it?
Yes. Not looking forward to
like
that.
the mama octopus. Thank you.
Just on card.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, sure. One octo.
We got the bounce too.
Beautiful. That one's all yours.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
luck.
I was just thinking the same thing. Oh, really? I was checking it and I was like, how fast is 26 kilometer winds? 35. Really?
But you did say that.
Yeah, I did bring extra baskets in case I had to take things off my racks and put them in baskets instead.
But I'm like, you know what?
It's just not worth it.
Peace of mind. I can
Yeah.
sit there and not worry about it.
Exactly.
Your stuff is really cute.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Your this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So
make
pretty.
all the ceramic.
Oh, nice. My partner was looking at your little oil pours.
Yeah, they're really popular.
Yeah. They're so beautiful.
No, take one.
Got that one? Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't have a scrunchie in that colour, would you?
No, I only have what's up there, sorry. Is that one cash or card?
Cash, I think.
Cash? Sure. Would you like a little bag for it?
No, I don't need
All good. $6. Thank you. 14 change for that one. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Hi.
I was wondering, please, if I could have a capybara.
Capybara, sure. Would you like a bag for it?
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. And was that one cash or card?
Which do you prefer?
Honestly, it's totally up to you. I've got both. Card?
Card.
Sure. One capybara, 35. Beautiful. Pick which either you'd like. And it's all yours.
Thank you so much. My daughter just loves capybara.
Oh, really? So funny. I love all the kids that run up and they're like, capybara.
Yeah.
But I don't think I knew what a capybara was until I was
may get 'em.
mid-20s. Thank you. Have a good day. Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Can I please get these 3?
Yeah, of course. Would you like a little bag?
Yes,
Bob?
please.
I say little bag, but it's probably a little big for that, but better than nothing. So was it the 3?
I'll just pop them in here, I think.
Are you sure?
Save the bag. Yeah, the 3. Thank you.
Do you have like stuff online?
I do have a physical card, but I think it's on that side. So that's right.
Yeah.
And a dollar change for those.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Oh, I like the rats.
I've spent too much money this week. But
Me all the time.
yeah. My sister will love that for Christmas.
Oh, really? I'm at Little Burley on Saturday. Yeah.
Good
And
to know.
then I'm nowhere until Geek Markets at the end of November.
Oh.
It's only a few weeks away now. I know, I keep
it's
seeing the
scary.
countdown and I'm like, stop.
You should.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That's okay, thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, of course you can. Do you like a bag for them?
No, it's okay.
You're okay? Yeah.
Okay.
So is it just 2 stitch
Two of
markers
those
and the spider?
Yeah.
Sure. I'll take the, I think he's got a pin on him, so I'll take that. And was those cash or card?
Card.
Sure thing. I got this yarn and I was like, that's such a
Yeah.
cool colour for spiders.
Great.
That yarn is from Spotlight. Oh, classy.
Yeah.
So it's usually Spotlight or it's Zaddy Crafts online. And 2 stitch markers and the spider?
Yep.
Beautiful. 31, lovely. Do you guys crochet?
I do.
You do? Oh, really?
Yeah. It's fun.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Did it
didn't
beep?
go.
I thought it did. What do you crochet?
A lot of random stuff. Right now
Yeah.
it's blankets. I have a friend who's having a kid in a few months. So
Nice. It's a
made lots of
perfect thing when you need gifts. You're just like, oh, just whip something up. Don't worry about it.
It's lovely, but mostly little stuff like
Oh, cool. Yeah. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. The sun. Hello. Nobody jinx it.
I'll have to get you a frog.
Oh my god, you got these frogs. Yeah, I've got those frogs. I've got fuzzy frogs over there. I do lots of frogs.
No, this is still my favourite frog.
That one,
Getting
yeah.
this one.
Would you like a Frogs are very popular. That one? Would you like a bag for him? No.
I am good, thank you.
No worries. And cash or card?
Card, please.
Card.
Sorry, overreacting.
No. Trust me, I get just as excited. One leggy frog.
Thank you.
Thank you. And he's all yours.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Hello.
Hello.
Just grabbing 1B.
One
Would
B.
you like a bag for it?
I don't think we need a
All good. Cash or card for that one?
card, please. Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Yours. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Hi, how are you? Yeah, good, thank you.
We're extremely skilled.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're extremely skilled.
Love your skirt.
I got it in Newcastle.
Oh, I'm from Newcastle. I moved here a couple of years ago.
Anyway, I'll let you be, but lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Lovely meeting you. Have a good day. Morning.
Oh, that's so cute. Do you make all of these?
I do, yeah. Crochet. them.
So impressive. I've been trying to teach myself how to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I learned from YouTube, if that helps at all. The 2 stitch markers, was it? 3. Sure. $9, lovely. Thank you. Perfect. And is that one cash or card?
Okay.
Cash? Sure. Thank you. $12 for that one. Thank you.
Beautiful job.
Thank you so much. That one's all yours.
Did you enjoy when you do it?
Yeah, I do. I do.
I think that's the most important.
Yeah, exactly. My hands don't, but I do.
I know. It's really hard, but everything is lovely.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a good day.
I love them.
2 stitch markers?
Sure.
6 for those two. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, how are you?
Great idea.
Thank you. I kept meeting so many crocheters and I was like, I should sell something crocheters use. Beautiful.
Thank you. Oh yeah, that's one of these.
Thank you.
Thank you.
11 change.
Where do you get them from?
I buy the charms online and then I just attach them myself. Yeah. Have a good day.
Is there a wire in this?
Is there a wire in it? No, it's just the way that you crochet it naturally spirals like that. I know.
So it's like totally fine to be like.
yeah, no, fully stuffed. I was hanging in from up there before, but I thought no one would see it. Down the hatches. Oh my gosh, it just dirtied like 9 plushies.
Ours not as cute though. I feel like she likes like extra.
Thank you so much. The whole rack just like they're all in there. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Oh, having a fuzzy frog. I'm gonna have to get them. Yeah. Was that one cash on?
This is very cute.
Would you like a bag for it?
I think it'll be alright.
So tempted to keep one just as like a little desk friend.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a good day. Hello. A little bee. Would you like a bag for it? Or good?
Actually, yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah. Was that one cash or card? Card, please. Too easy.
Thank you.
Yeah. 12 for that one. These are yours. Thank you.
Just on your Instagram, everything is so
Thank you so much.
Okay, the cow and the frog.
Yeah, of course. Would you like a bag for them? Yes, please. Yeah. And were they cash or card?
Card, please.
No worries. Do you want to pop them in there? Up there as well? Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
No, you're
Very
perfectly fine.
undecisive.
I'm exactly the same. Alright, so we have the frog, the octo, and the cow. It's 57. I just made that cow last night and I was like, I should make more of that.
Very
So
cute. My mum's going to be jealous. She loves those cows.
They're so popular. Alright,
Thank you.
no, that's okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.
I might get these.
Those two, would you like a bag for them?
No, I think those
You're
are
all
in my
good?
bag.
Of course. A Kirby and a chicken.
Yes, please.
Is that cash or card?
Card.
Card. The sun peeked out for 2 seconds
A
and now
little.
it's
Yeah.
turning. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Yeah. And you know what? I was sitting there going, oh, there's been a couple of gusts of wind, but it should be fine.
What do you think I was?
Sorry, is that a pigeon?
Yeah.
Great. Can I get this, please?
Would you like a bag for it?
No, it's alright. I'll
You're all
pop it in
good?
here.
No worries. Cash or card, lovely?
Just card, thank
Card.
you.
Love the little pigeon.
My partner and I have this ongoing thing about how pigeons used to have jobs and we took it away from
really?
them. So every time we see a pigeon around, we're like, oh, it's a gardener pigeon
Yeah.
or a construction pigeon.
What
And-
pigeon's that going to be?
I don't know. Emotional well-being pigeon. Yeah, I love that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day. It is now 11:15. It has been pretty good. It's definitely picking up now. I lost 4 plushies to the wind hitting the dirt because they were all the white plushies, of course. But yeah, it's going well. Hello. One frog. Sure. Would you like a bag for it? Or do you want to carry him? Carry? Sure. Get you some change.
I'm gonna say like
Thank you. Yeah, of course. Would you like a bag for him or going in the basket or either other?
Maybe a bag.
Bag just in case, yeah.
Veggies in there. I don't want him to get gross.
Yeah, for sure.
How long does he take you to make?
About 30, 40,
Yeah.
depending how fast I am that day. Was that one cash or card? Oh, sure.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh, there's a bee.
Oh, is there a frog? There is a frog. Oh, I have to get
It's like
a frog.
3 different types of frogs.
I love frogs. I'm in my frog era.
So many people have frog armies.
Yeah, I need a frog army. Like, that's my next thing. I've got so many gnomes right now, and I need a frog
I
army.
love that. Yeah, of course. Just $6 for those 2. I have a bag, but it's kind of big.
That's right. This one. It's also kind of big.
Yeah, cards, totally fine. They're all yours. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Would you like a bag for him?
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah,
If you've
of
got
course.
some.
I'll take the pin off him as well.
Thank you so much. It's okay. He's very cute.
Oh, thank you. This is the first time I've made him.
Oh, that's lovely.
Because I thought, yeah, it's just something different, not a Pokemon you really see
You don't
a lot
see
of.
them around a lot.
So I'm glad. Was that one cash or card? Card.
Mama, I made puppies.
These are yours. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Getting the chicken? Sure. Is that cash or card?
Oh, God.
Sure.
Are you going to be here next week?
I will be at Little Burley on Saturday. Maybe the last weekend of November. Trying to figure it out still. Okay. Beautiful. That one's all yours. Thank you. And I'll definitely be making more of them. So if you want one. It is now 12:30, so we have an hour and a half left. It's gone pretty well. The rain came and then it's gone away, but it's going to come back. I will show you the table, and then I don't know if I'll film anymore because you're dying on me, but it's been a good day. So I'll show you the table. I don't know why this camera feels so wide angle to me, but I don't know, it's just very disorientating compared to my other camera, so I'm still getting used to things. I honestly felt so silly trying to film my table and just, I don't know, this camera takes a little bit getting used to, but we are clearly home now. Since the market, it has been a few days. As I said before, this was my very first time at this market, and boy oh boy did I pick the perfect Saturday for rain and for wind to do this market. The rain didn't really start until like 11:30, 12 o'clock, so just over halfway through the market. But the wind, we had a few big gusts of wind just sort of come out of nowhere, and it knocked down an entire rack of plushies from my table straight into the dirt. All of our stalls were on grass/dirt, and it was my fault for not bringing any sort of flooring. They did recommend that you bring like an outdoor rug to put underneath your tables, which I definitely will be doing in future after the stress I had of about 9, 10 plushies taking an absolute dive into the dirt. Bless my absolute sweetheart of a market neighbor. She ran over and said she had some wet wipes and then helped me try to clean those plushies. Some of them did end up coming up good there and then, but these guys just wouldn't get cleaned with a wet wipe. So when I got home, I straight away cleaned them up and they are all better now. I was so stressed, especially with this fuzzy frog, that these guys were going to be stained and I wasn't going to be able to clean them, and then I just didn't know what I was going to do with them. But thankfully they pulled through and they will be fine to take it to my next market. But oh my God, that was so stressful. There is like nothing more stressful about an outdoor market than the wind. I don't really mind the rain. It did, as I said, start raining around midday. I ended up having to add another wall to my stall, and then I also brought my tables in because it started to rain on the sides and on the front of my little gazebo. So I moved everything back. That was fine. I would honestly take a little bit of rain over wind any day of the week, but I am just going to be so much more prepared for the next market that's outside. With that being said though, I had such a fun day. I met so many amazing people that were so kind to me. I had great neighbors at the market as well, which I feel like having really good market neighbors just can really make your day so much easier. And yeah, everyone that I spoke to was so sweet. I did have a few people ask if I was coming back to Hague Park Market, so I did end up booking another Hague Park the last Saturday. last Sunday of November. I think it's like the 29th. It's exactly a week after Geek, but I just want to do some more Christmassy markets, so I thought, why the hell not? Let's book it in. With that all being said, let's get into the results of what I sold and how much we ended up making. Altogether, we sold 2 bees on keychains for $12 each, which actually sold us out. We sold 2 of the chicken flocker keychains for $12 each. We sold 2 of the strawberry keychains for $12 each, which also sold us out. We sold my little Highland cow for $25 that I made the night before the market. We sold 2 pocket frogs for $12 each. We sold 1 chick with the frog hat for $15, 1 Kirby for $15 and 1 chicken for $18. We sold 1 pigeon and 1 cockatoo for $20 each, 1 bee for $22, and we sold my spider for $25. We sold 1 leggy froggy for $22 and we sold a fuzzy frog for $30. Obviously not the one that took the dive into the dirt. We sold 1 capybara for $35 and we sold 2 mini octos for $20 each. We ended up selling my Diglett for $50. I was so excited to sell him. The people who bought him seemed to be buying it for one of their friends, and they were tossing up between the Pikachu and the Diglett, and they ended up saying that they just never really see Diglett on anything. And it's funny because that's the whole reason I made him, is that you just don't really see Diglett plushies or anything really Diglett themed. So I was super excited that he found a new home. I sold my Hollow Knight, as we know, for $120. The person ended up coming and paying the rest of the plushie and picking him up, which was super exciting. I know he wasn't a purchase from the market, but they still paid the other half of him and picked him up. So I thought I would include it anyway. And super randomly, we sold 16 stitch markers for $3 each. I don't know how many people that bought the stitch markers were actually crocheters and knew what they were, versus the amount of people that just thought that they were cute charms and, I don't know, were putting them on their bags or something. But it really shocked me to sell so many. That means altogether we sold 23 plushies and 16 stitch markers for $601. Everyone was saying how quiet the market was and with the weather and everything like that. So I think that's a super good day considering everything that was going on at that market. I ended up having a really good time, and as I said, I've already booked my next one. I have 3 markets left of this year and that one will be my last one, so I'm super excited to go back, especially so close to Christmas. I'm fingers crossed that it will be busier and it will be sunny without wind. And with that being said, that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Thank you so much for joining me at another market. I hope I get to see you at our next market. Our next market is literally a week away, so there will be another vlog very soon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye!
In a paradise, we can work it out.